Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, sir. I'm sir. Please allow to introduce myself. Khalid Madia on behalf of Andi Muhammad Advan and IT 20.41.038. I'm from class Nautical B. I will discuss about the crash of Nusa Agung entrance flow to Bakauheni Port, Lampung, Republic of Indonesia, 31 October 2019. Chronology. On October 31, 2019 at 18.49 PIB, Nusa Agung moved closer to the entrance to Bakauheni Port after receiving information from ship traffic control officer that Pier 6 was ready to be docked by Nusa Agung. The ship's position at the time was southeast of Rimau Balak Island with a speed of 5.4 knots and a course overground of 235 degree at 18.53 WIB. Nusa Agung began to change course to 259 degree with a speed of 7.1 knots. The ST officer asked Nusa Agung to reduce the speed because there was a ship moving out of Pier 7. Nusa Agung then reduced the engine speed to forward slowly. That slow ahead. To move, the bridge crew used a visual method by using the ferry dock light as the bow of the ship. Cause of accident. Based on weather forecast information from the Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics Agency for the Maritime Meteorology Station, BMKG Maritim, Serang, on October 31, 2019, the weather conditions were cloudy. The wind was blowing from the southwest 4 or 20 knots, and the wave height was in the range of 1.25, 1.5 meters. The weather conditions provide visibility as far as 7 kilometers. At 18.56 WIB, Nusa Agung continues to move toward to the Bakauheni Ferry Harbor Pool where there is a bow kuning beacon signal, which indicates Burnett Barracks. At the time, the light bulb did not turn on. The move of Nusa Agung approaches Gosong Barak because the captain felt the ship being pushed by the current that was heading north. The speed of the ship at the time was 4.1 knots, while the bow was 297 degree. Bang ship did not release the extent of the prison, which was close to the starboard side of the ship. Caution of accident. 1. The incident of Nusa Agung crossing into a prison near Rimau Balak Island involved three main interrelated factors, namely environmental condition, STC, regulation of ro-ro ship traffic, and the action of the captain. 2. In addition to the negligence of the skipper who was not aware of the shift from the usual route and the absence of monitoring the moving of the ship through the bearings visual, cross trajectory error stroke GPS, crew loss alerted to collision with view tuning. There was no monitoring through the moving of ship through visual bearing, cross track error through GPS setting, or monitoring the ship position on the map caused the crew of the bridge to lose awareness of potential collisions with buoy kuning. This condition was exacerbated by the fact the lights in Bui Kuning did not turn on, thus causing a decrease in alerts. The result of an incident. This incident did not result in life or injury or in environmental damage. Consolation findings. The distribution of maritime weather information containing current data for Bikohani Port is not yet available. The weather information format received by STC Bikohani is in an unofficial form. 3. Weather information has not been distributed properly to all agencies that need it. 4. The auditory of the STC is still based on an unwritten agreement. 5. Competence on job description of STC Bikohani officer have not been clearly regulated. 6. STC Bikohani assisting facilities are not ergonomic. There is not goal for STC Bikohani to deal with the ship condition, high risk conditions such as moving into dangerous or failing to anchor. Recommendation. From the result of the analysis and conclusions above, the NTSG recommended the following to prevent similar incident from happening in the future in accordance with government regulation number 62 of 2013 concerning transportation accident investigation. Article 47 state that related participants are obligated to follow up on safety recommendation condition in the final report on transportation incident investigation and must report the follow-up to the recommendation to the head of the KNKT. 2. Meteorology, climatology, and geophysical agency. 1. Provide current data for Bikohani Port waterwise from sensor installed. 2. Distribute maritime weather information to all safety-related agency crews until the final report of the incident investigation is published. The NTSG has not yet input or feedback on the recommendation is questioned. B. Director General of Marine Transportation, Ministry of Transport. 1. Granting legality to STC to carry out some functions VTS in the Fori or pool area. 2. Minimum competence and job description of STC officer. 3. Clearly the division of authority between STC and VTS, which are in the same territorial waters. 4. The beacon is always operation is good condition until the final report of this accident investigation is published. The NTSG has not get input or feedback on the recommendation is questioned. C. Class I Port Office and Port Authority Office in Banten. 1. Maritime weather information from the local BMKG is always obtained returnedly. Until the final report of this accident investigation is published, the NTSG has not get input or feedback on the recommendation is questioned. D. Class 5. Bikohani Port Authority Office and Port Authority. 1. Ensure the maritime weather information from the local BMKG is obtained regularly. Until the publication of the final report on the incident investigation, the NTSG did not receive any input or recommendation on the intended recommendation. E. PTAS DP Indonesia Ferry Persero. 1. Monitor the performance of the STC by making formal weather data a standard for STC service, implementing an effective assessment of the safety aspect of safe movement service. 2. Know the products for fulfilling the competence and job description of STC officer. 3. Increasing the competence of STC operator truck training facilities, procedure and evaluation for STC officer. 4. Ergonomic layout of the workshop and STC facilities. 5. Availability of flow of information at several critical points around the port until the publication of the final report on the incident investigation, the NTSC did not receive any input or recommendation on the intended recommendation. F. Petition of the master means of level crossing. One, ensure that the crew has full right to determine the moving of the ship until the final report of this accident investigation is published. The NTC has not get input or feedback on the recommendation. Solution and suggestion. One, before leaving the ship, make sure environmental condition around it are good. Two, monitor of the off-time weather must also be clear. Three, competence and officer must also be clearly regulated or all crew support facility must be ergonomic. Thank you. Saya akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.